Okay, so let's see who's on right now. Shadow's streaming. Usually I'm not streaming like this early. Well, I was looking at my last week and I was complaining about streaming at like 2 p.m. so I shouldn't be complaining. Okay, Shadow got 9 viewers. Aitai Kimochi streaming. And Walker. Fucking Def Unites is streaming. That's 48 Productions. I don't know why he's got a different username. Okay, let me hear myself. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, let's see. The quiet. I got mad shit. Let me get rid of some of these tabs I have. I got way too much tabs, man. The other thing is I got way too much shit screenshots on my phone, so I gotta like clear up space. Which is weird because I already like did that a month ago. Now I gotta do it again. So I guess I'm ODing. That's annoying, man. Let me check these. My little pet place. Pet it. Get your ass in the barn. Feed. What if I got these guys in their opposite diets? This little dude got strong quickly, man. That's kind of crazy. I mean, he's nowhere nearly as strong as Winona right here. So this quest line, it's part of a Penguin arc. Pirate's Hook. Oh, it's gotta be in a pool of water. Okay, cool. I wonder if this is that quest I did ages ago that I just never got around to. I'm hoping that as I progress further through this game, there's just going to be less side quests for me to do, because, yeah, this is pretty time consuming. It might be it. Okay, left, down. Guy talks like me, man. Bro, he's just like me, for real, for real. I wonder if this is the last quest from my previous run of the game that I haven't done. Self. I mean, with water pollution, I don't know if it's worth it. What I'm about to say is gonna sound really dumb, but I've been looking stuff up and I just remember that water-soluble vitamins, like, you gotta consume them every day because they don't stay in your system like fat-soluble vitamins. So, now I'm kind of thinking about my diet differently now, where before it was like, okay, I gotta eat well to, you know, build up good stuff. And that's true if you have like a fat-soluble vitamin deficiency, which I might have had in the past, you know, D, K2, E, A. Not now though. I gotta think about my B vitamins, because if you don't got those things in order, that's gonna mess you up. And that's like an everyday thing. It's crazy. It's annoying, man. Yeah, it just occurred to me that these are penguins. Yeah, this is basically Fames from Xenogears. Which, if you're gonna copy any game, why not copy one of the best? I mean, I basically made my top 10, 5 like JRPG lists. Okay, it goes like this. 5 would be Final Fantasy VII, 4 would be Xenogears, 3 would be Persona... No, 3 would be Suikoden and Free. Two would be Persona 5 Royal, and 1 would be Final Fantasy VII Remake. Okay. Captain's Cabin. It's kind of annoying because I like how he's kind of being inclusive. Like, he's less of a shitlord than me. I don't know, I think I'm pretty fair with the ladies. But yeah, like, I think about like the food that would require, like, provide all the B vitamins that I need over the day, and it's just weird to think about, but on paper I'm getting all these nutrients, but I know in reality I probably am not, because I'm consuming inferior forms of, you know, plant and animal products that have these things: the folic acid, the thiamine, the niacin, the riboflavin, all of that stuff. The B12. Forecastle deck. Okay. I wonder if there's any like items that can be copping around here. I should be like getting ready to forge a weapon. Yeah, I should do that like soon. See, this guy hit me Duda. Okay, well, let me get up out the way. Oh, I got him with a nice combo right there. That was clean. Okay, that was an interesting attack. It's like a bullet hell attack. But because of the nature of the game, it's kind of like easier to avoid that. It's weird because an attack that would hit you directly from the front would actually be super hard to dodge in this game. Okay, come to me. This guy's popping in and out of my range. Okay. Aw, man, that's garbage. I'm really feeling bummed about this. Let me beat this guy up. This guy is basically like an eternal DM. That's how boss fights in this game work. Like, now I realize why I thought this game would be too easy, is because the speedrunners basically have it so that they have the best weapon available, and they're stun locking bosses, whereas normally when you play this game, it's really all about, oh, that's a cool looking attack. Stun locking enemies so that they don't do all these like pissy boss mode stuff. Because these guys will be in a DM forever. If I let him, he'll just do all this dumb shit. Okay, I connected with him twice. So yeah, my mom and I were both a little concerned this morning because my younger bro left at 1:40 in the morning to a party because it's his birthday tomorrow. He's probably getting laid, but he texted my mom's, of course, but because my mom's has her phone on airplane mode, she didn't get the messages until like way later after like she set it off of airplane mode in the morning. So like, she was a little concerned that something might have happened to him, but thankfully she didn't catastrophize it, and you know, he sent a message. He did the right thing. He didn't do anything wrong. It was just you gotta be careful with airplane mode because people will send you messages and texts and you just won't get them immediately after getting off of airplane mode. We do it because of, you know, EMF concerns and stuff like that, but the thing about the cell phone is that you kind of want to have it on to be informed of stuff like this, especially if you're a parent. In my case, I don't give a fuck about who's texting or calling me because it's usually some first bucket who has no regard for my personal time anyway. That's one thing that I hate about being like an internet personality is that like people will try to get you on unsolicited calls and messages and group chats, and you're just like, yo, I need to be asleep right now. Don't add me to all this stuff. Don't blow up my phone. Get it fried for nothing. For nothing. That's what makes it like painful. I remember 2016. I used to talk about this to my therapist like back in the day. I used to complain that like people would blow up my phone, and then I would tell them that I'm, you know, dying right now because I can't get sleep and I need some time for myself, and they'll still do it. And this isn't just like one or two one-off people. Every time I'm like active as an internet personality, people do this shit, so it's really frustrating. But that and the EMF concern, these are multiple reasons why when I'm asleep, I have my phone set to that mode. Someone's gonna tell me I'm better off just setting my phone to do not disturb. I mean, I can still use the internet that way, but it's also just, you know, EMF concern. See, I'm getting all this good stuff. That boss was a little tricky to hit, but his attacks were easy enough to avoid, and so even though he was kind of being pissy, I had enough room to avoid his attacks. He wasn't too huge, and he wasn't too small either. Like, he had a perfect sense of scale for me to be able to hit him. A little tricky visual spatially to like figure out how his hitbox works. It's not that big of a deal. Someone made an interesting point that if you're playing this game, this might be an entry, gateway drug for like the Tales series, because that's like the next step in terms of complexity. And I kind of made that point with the Trials of Mana games and even this one back in the day, but No, solid gameplay. That's all a motherfucker could want. Okay, you guys are gonna have to forgive me because you're about to hear a buzzing noise and a blue screen, but I want to check something out. So you get a trophy for making, armor. Okay, yeah, so you make a piece of armor and a weapon, and that yields a trophy. So that's for the instrument. I assume... this is the Golem laboratory. Forge a weapon. Okay, so... let me see. Legend of Mana Forge Guide. Okay. We're gonna do some research together, guys. To get temporary. Green. Find, okay. KN. Okay, if it's not, so no knife, no dagger, they want me to use a fucking sword? I mean, I kind of took 2 crash courses on this in the game, but... okay, let's see, metal... bronze, steel, metal, bronze... I guess I'll take the Lorimar iron. Okay, let's see. Okay, Let me try to temper it a little bit. Only primary. When you first temper a secondary material onto a cardless weapon or armor, that equipment gains the material's special powers if it's compatible with them. When you temper a second material onto, you're tempering a mystic card. Alright, you push them. This card will be the one representing the magical effect. If you temper the wisp silver first, and then you follow with us. The wisp card will appear to you. There's hidden. Gain the power to. Okay, so whatever. So I lose the perk of the first temperament item, but I still get its power. Okay, I think I'll mess with that later. Three, 5, 4, 0. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 1. Okay, let's see. Grunge, Hopefully this one is really powerful. Let's see. Armor. Six, 7, 6, 1. Okay, I guess that wasn't really to my liking, but whatever. I can make alterations. Yeah, JoJo Part 6 came out. I kind of want to watch that, especially since I don't really use Netflix that much anymore. But I kind of have to set some time for that. I always got time for manga. I always got time for all this other stuff. But mentally, just like doing some of the things I used to enjoy in the past, like watching an anime, it's kind of tricky. I mean, back in the day, I was like hooked on Hikaru no Go, like April, June. My anime days are many moons behind me. Okay, take a partner with you and enter the Ulken Mines. Oh, so I get to bring a buddy with me. Yeah, I'm really excited about getting to try out this Lorimar knife. Hopefully it's like super powerful. Feed. Graze. I could take Bud with me or someone else, but I kind of prefer having my pets with me. Okay, Ulken Mines. Let's go. Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't think I did all the Nicolo quests. I also never checked one of their diaries. I like how I know enough Dud Bear to know he said yes. Otherwise, he's just saying random ass shit. You know, you can take it for yourself. Oh, you don't want to take this shit. Okay. It's like an excellent grinding spot here, but it's kind of not relevant for me anymore. But it'd be good for the chocobo. Up at statue. Upper right. So we're gonna have a lot of quests pertaining to the ship, I see. Let me see, this one's not related to any arc. It's weird. By the time I was a stream, I'll be, you know, in my head 50 quests done, in reality 48 quests done. It's starting to feel kind of endgamey. Just a little bit. In some ways it is, in some ways it isn't. Left. Down. Downstairs. It's so weird, last time I was streaming this part of the game, before I had to retry, that Russian kid Igor was talking to me about, you know, how excited he was for Spider-Man. I think he was a little disappointed when I told him I didn't really watch movies like that. But again, I could see the excitement people were going through. Me. I feel bad taking their shit, but whatever. They got it in chess. Aether. My favorite Nas album? Well, that's not an album, that's a song. And it's not even my favorite. Let's see, my favorite Nas album is like Illmatic. The second album, forgot its name. Because I haven't like listened to this stuff in a while. God's Son, Stillmatic. Hip Hop is Dead. That 2011-2012 record. He's contributing. Like he's trying to get the enemy stunt up and shit like that. Is that Skius from Breath of Fire 4? Oh, he was pushing him and shit. That's good. So he's got like options up the ass. That chocobo is badass. The enemies here give out a lot of EXP. They're strong as shit, kinda. I wouldn't fuck with any of the pirates here, knowing that they just gotta deal with this. This kind of makes me want to play Trials of Mana again. That was a really fun game. I mean, this game has its own charms, but Trials of Mana was just, you know, an incredibly well done remake. This one is a well done remaster which understands the aesthetics of the original game and just touches it up a little bit to fit with modern television devices, which is what a good remaster should do. I think if I diss the place. No! Imagine I delivered it that way, like, yo, fuck your shit, my G. Where's Popata Harbor? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get kicked out this house, I know it, man. I kinda miss the Haven days. Like, I could just, like, straight up just, like, drop the M-bombers, like, say some ridiculous shit. And nothing would happen to me, even if my next door neighbors hear it, cause it's like... That whole place was crazy, like, everybody was, like, had... Black Air Force energy. Whereas here, it's like I know everybody personally. Oh, it's a good community. We're all trying to get along. It's like I gotta constantly hold myself to a higher standard, which... It's kind of annoying, man. Cause like I'm doing that too much for too long. I don't feel home. Yes. Yes, you. That's the weirdest visual and sound for catharsis I've ever seen in my life. My stream is all types of fucked up. My shit's mad frozen. Okay, let me report my spoils. Yeah, I don't know why it's so damn laggy. Little puppy? Yeah, but, you know, just as I was saying before, I kind of miss the old days when I could just, like, start randomly cursing for no fucking reason in my crib. Like, I don't know, I'm a child of a divorce, so no place I stay in feels 100% as if it's my home. It always feels like I'm staying in someone else's place instead of my own place. Like, there's no we in my head 100%. But, aside from that, it's just annoying to think about. Yeah. Like, I'm just dying to, like, act a fool the way I used to. That's one of the reasons why I used to turn down job offers in my local area, because it was like I wanted to act a fool and be like a punk ass kid, but I knew that I wouldn't want to feel that way if I lived 2 blocks away from my job. I'd be uncomfortable if I'm acting like that and then I spot like a coworker. Whereas nowadays it's like I gotta act, you know, at my best behavior all the time. No, it's not that fun. Man, I like it here because it's peaceful. The Heights just felt like, you know, a den of chaos. Was there like a flat seed that I can like put? I want to get the trophy for having all the produce, I guess. Maxing out the produce and let me actually check. Let's see, game data, music mode, gallery, how to play. Okay, let's see. So it's just this type of stuff. What about like the other manuals that I'd be getting? Oh, hold on. There's artifacts, there's like items. I'm looking for the encyclopedias. I want to get those. Because I wanted to check how much, like, stuff I got. Like, even when I'm making YouTube videos or Twitch streaming or doing anything with my voice, if I'm even having a conversation on the phone or on a Discord or Skype with somebody, it always feels like I'm making too much noise. Oh, even if I have a conversation with a family member living with me, it always feels like I'm making too much noise, and it's, you know, kind of a pain in the ass. Like, there's this excessive feeling of peace that I need to uphold because the walls are so thin and everything is so sensitive here. Like, it's really uncomfortable. And I noticed my mom doesn't go through the same anxiety as much as I do. Like, in the past, you know, she would kind of get on my case if I left the room at 3 a.m. to, you know, pee because I had to do it. She would just, like, you know, violate me, curse me out and shit like that. Tell me, like, I know you don't got shit going on in your life, but don't, you know, do this shit because you're waking me up, you're making mad noise, and you're disturbing everybody. Whatever. Moms be getting on you for the dumbest shit. But, you know, she can, like, go out and, like, have these long conversations where she's just screaming at everybody and clapping her hands as she speaks, waking the whole fucking hood up. That's okay. White Forest. I gotta look for the White Forest. Everybody I notice is kind of going through some kind of discomfort with how small living spaces is, how loud it can be, the lack of a feeling of privacy, comfort, having to uphold a sense of quietness just to keep everything together. Because, you know, landlord, his parents live downstairs, so we gotta, you know, act right. I appreciate the landlord. He's a very kind dude. He's helped me out many times in the past. He's very respectful to me and my family and stuff like that, so I appreciate his parents. They've helped me out when I've been locked out of the place. But yeah, having to be a kind, professional, polite dude with proper living etiquette for all my neighbors, it can be a bit frustrating. Like, I just miss being able to be cathartic in my own home. I remember this from my last playthrough. Okay, fuck it though, I'll make a search. I used to be able to, like, curse at motherfuckers out. I'm not saying I can miss, like, being in noise and chaos all the time and being around chaotic people all the time, because that's no way to live at all. And I'm seeing people in the projects getting their doorbells rang and it's like a dude with a fucking katana just, you know, posted up in front of their crib. I used to have a neighbor who he would be upstairs blasting the same two songs like a choir of children that sounded really creepy and music boxy for 6 hours straight, or 9 hours straight of this tropical, like, celebratory song. It sounded like salsa, but it was like the same song, 9 hours, and one time I made a joke to my mom's because she didn't notice it, but I was hearing it for the whole day. I was saying, yo, what if this guy like overdosed on a pill, and that was why he was, you know, the song was blasting. She actually went downstairs, got the neighbor, and you know, told her about what I said, and then they like, not the neighbor, the superintendent's wife. So it was me, the superintendent's wife, and my mom's, and we went upstairs to check what was good with him. I think the motherfucker fell in love with me. Because now every time he's blasting his music, he like would knock on my door. Well, not now, but like back then. Just to let me know, like, I'm gonna play the music. Okay, like, because my mom has told him that I was concerned for his safety. I didn't give a fuck. I was joking about the possibility that he was dying. It was funny to me. But no, I guess he had it in his head forever that I was actually like, concerned for him. I didn't even mind too much that the music was annoying, because whatever, man, like, people are weird. There was a dude right across the street from me where he would blast the same song, one of two songs too. Hot Boy by Bobby Shmurda and Baby by Justin Bieber. Like, those were his favorite songs, and when he would play one, it would be nothing but, you know, that song. There was a dude who, he was really cool, but normally, but when he got drunk, he would just start picking fights with everybody and telling them in Spanish to, like, you know, S his D, suck his dick. And he would start doing that to the construction guys, my old crib, so, you know, that stuff I don't miss. I don't miss the fact that we spent 5 years creating the nastiest form of noise pollution all over the AMs, all over the PMs, like 24/7. You know, remember the winter mornings in Haven video, just constructing, fighting each other to build like this like hospital building for the medical students and stuff like that. This like postmodern ass building that took forever, and then when it was done, they went back to focus on the studio apartment. Which, you know, if I ever like moved to Haven, I would probably try to get a place there, see if that's over and done with. I think I'm gonna backtrack. So yeah, while I do miss like acting crazy and being in the hood, I've always wanted to live where it's peaceful. I don't like having to be perfect for the way I am right now. I don't like the tight, cramped living spaces. It's tiresome after a while, having to be a certain way for a long time. In the beginning, it wasn't that bad because like all I was really doing with my voice was, you know, being on Discord every now and then, Skype, YouTube videos. But now that I'm kind of reintegrating my social life after, you know, a hot minute, You know, because I got zucked out of Facebook and shit like that, so a lot of my old buddies, it's harder for me to, like, get to them, talk to them. We're, like, split on 5 different platforms. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Okay, so this was not the way to go. That's kind of a weird contrast with me, because when I was a kid, I always wanted to live kind of the way my dad lives, you know, alone, in peace. Like, I saw that, you know, there's like a coziness to the way he lives that I kind of envied. When I was a kid, I didn't necessarily want a family of my own. I didn't want a wife. I didn't want, like, a girlfriend or kids. Like, those are nice things. I wasn't as, like, you know, I wasn't like, you know, fuck that shit. But I kind of wanted my own place. That's always kind of been one of my dreams in life, materialistically. That was like the peak for me. And of course, I used to have like fantasies about having my own businesses and stuff like that. Nothing's stopping me from having these things except for my own like laziness, like business and stuff like that. Yeah, having my own place, that might be hard as shit, but I think about that, like, that was what I wanted as a kid. That was what I thought was like the ultimate milestone. Your own place, because my grandma had her place, my great-grandmother had her place, my dad would have different places. He was moving place to place. Mom's eventually got her own place with my step-pops and stuff like that, like, that's kind of what I was always looking forward to in life, and I'm 26 right now, and I feel like I haven't really made steps to achieve that goal. Like, everything kind of got shot up because I was more focused on my personal income, having like a stash of savings, which, you know, that did really come in handy, especially given my current situation. But man, it would be nice if I had that goal in mind back then of just getting my crib, man. Cause that was the milestone I was looking for. But yeah, I saw the peace that my pops had as opposed to, you know, when I'm with my mom. So, which, you know, she's the one who has custody of me. And, being with my younger bro, my step-pops and her in NYC and like an apartment complex that had all these people, it seemed like too much for me, whereas just being with my pops and my cousins and like a house, all of us having our own floors, there was a coziness to it. It was small, but not too small. It was perfect. I wonder if this is like the exit. Okay, so I don't want to go there quite yet. So it's kind of interesting how, even like when I think about my school life, it was like, for a long time I just didn't want to I didn't like it. I would rather be in some suburban place where it was less hood. I could live the as is on TV school life, which I was always kind of disappointed by how unlike TV school is. Like, even when I talk to I guess white dudes who never had the school experience in the, you know, inner city, they just don't seem to realize how different, you know, school is, you know, in NYC. Eventually I got to enjoy it, and I got to become somewhat of a hood dude myself. I learned how to speak. I adopted a vernacular and everything. In fact, I think I over-adopted it. I like the chaotic energy that they displayed. But it was it became exciting to me, but not in the way that I was expecting. It was the wrong kind of excitement. It wasn't adventurous. It was just ridiculous. And that's kind of a reflection of it all. All I really kind of wanted in life was to be in peace. But now I've had my chance for that, and it's I kind of want a little more than that. I want a little bit of the chaos too. I want the freedom to do both at any point. The liberty of doing both. I need the chaos and the tranquility. If I can't have both, man, it's just not good enough. These guys kind of remind me of Dumb and Dumber. But with that said, there's always going to be things that inevitably kept me attached to the city, my friendship with a lot of people. I've made a lot of friends elementary school, middle school, high school. I don't think a lot of the middle school friends like kind of lasted, but oh, like some of them, I still see them on IG and shit. Okay. But yeah, compared to like even like 5 years ago, a lot of my middle school relationships, like, they're like done. A lot of those dudes are straight up like haters. Okay, so I'm one of them. You know, I realized in this run I never spoke to this dude, because he's usually in the first town, like on a church chapel thing. I guess my experiences with all the people I've met over the years kind of like changed me a little bit, to the point where what I want out of life is a little more complex than tranquility and adventure. You know, I'm seeking stuff like, you know, fuck shit now. I need to be crazy every now and then. Need to be a jerk every now and then. Okay, I think that's everyone. Oh, a boss fight? Well, don't mind if I do. So I'm instantly warped. Let me put my new weapons and armor to the test. Well, my new helmet and my new knife. Aw, man, I got hit. Okay, I managed to do like a 4-hit combo right there. And when I think about it, like, people have said I've lived an adventurous life, because I always run into weird people. But I think the adventure really just comes in from the people I've met, and the kind of dumb shit that they like drag me into. Like, I've had a bunch of the fictional equivalent of, well, the IRL equivalent of inciting incidents and stuff like that in life. And that's kind of become something I'm addicted to, and being the kind of person who puts myself in those types of situations. That's kind of why I'm staying with my pops was kind of whack after a while, because there were no inciting incidents after a while. It was just, you know, playing house with a guy all day and being surrounded by people who can't really like speak to you, or you know, won't even do it because my pops won't let me. Okay, well, I kind of like the damage I was able to pull off. It's a game changer. So what is it, the fourth or the fifth quest of the day? I think, yeah, this is the fourth one. So let me turn in the third. Okay, so yeah. Let me see how this is filling in. Oh, I gotta reset the television. I think going forward in life, I do want to stay in NYC or a NYC equivalent place. The 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I must have miscounted somewhere. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, I just cannot count today. Oh, a diddle quest, okay. No, there's a couple of quests that, you know, I haven't done from this run. This is not a fun game to, like, New Game Plus, now I think about it. Because you kind of have to do the same exact thing. There wouldn't be much of a differential. Like, I appreciate the fact that they have like an extra difficulty setting, 2 extra difficulty settings after you beat the game, but this isn't that game, man. I could understand, you didn't have a walkthrough and you kind of missed out on certain quest lines, so you want to like try out these other arcs, but that's something you can do in New Game anyway. So you'd just be doing it, but with possibly a better sword. Okay, gotta talk to Roger. That him? This guy is so fucking miserable. Hey yo, this life shit is bullshit. But I'm not trying to die either. Yo, fuck this life shit, bro. This motherfucker is always on some miserable shit. Yes! If someone screams yes and then grabs your ass and takes you away, man, that's some chaotic ass shit. And they took your shit too. Well, these quests are like brain dead. These are basically just like a, just kill the enemy type quests. Okay, lower left. Now, I've been thinking about some of the stuff that my homie's been telling me on Discord about like what he's going through in life, and I'm not gonna say too much, but it's interesting the way I live my life. Just crazy shit be happening to me on the reg. I know it's a lot of people kind of want that for themselves. You know, it makes sense. People want inciting incidents. But you know, interesting life doesn't just happen to you. You kind of have to go out and reach it. Of course, there is an element of destiny, but that's at play for a few people. Real destiny, not like deterministic consequentialism. What people who don't understand destiny think destiny is. Destiny is, you know, divine. Sort of. No, that's what it is exactly. If you're just thinking about a sequence of like cause and effect, that's not really destiny. But for a lot of us, you know, we kind of have to make life happen. These like weird inciting incidents, they don't happen to us all the fucking time. They may happen to us some of the time, but okay, so I got like 2-piece them. So lower left. I'm just dealing crazy damage now. I love it. Boop. And they're slumped. Oh, I kinda need to get past you, so okay, I gotta corral them both together. Okay, so I'm going afield for my goal. I think when you're a kid, yeah, you kind of want your life to be a series of inciting incidents that kind of leads to something interesting. But when I was a kid, I kind of wanted to be in peace. And I wanted the inciting incidents to be kind of separated from that peace. So something that when I venture out, I'll have it when I come home, I'm in peace. Whereas now, I kind of want an element of both in both, so okay, that time I did it well enough. I'd follow the frame data. Okay, that's wavy. When you talk about the people who kind of live their whole life absorbing fiction and stuff like that, they kind of view life as something that happens to those who have their routine interrupted by a major event. And some people have kind of like spiritualized it, where bullshit happens to them and they think, okay, I got kicked out of this thing, that means that was my time to go there. I'm about to like reach my new ponds. Like one dude I knew got kicked out of a gym he always went to, and he kind of used that as an opportunity to say, you know what, maybe there's another gym that I need to be going to in life. That's why I got kicked out of this one. Perhaps that's what happened with me in social media when I got kicked out of Facebook. they're being put to like slavery or something. I guess these are like the delinquent standing group. Yeah, this stream we've been just working with a lot of delinquents. I mean, those two hunter guys, Rabbit and Samson. Yeah, he's just he's charming. A charming Goonie Goon. Oh man. I'm just doing these 3-hit combos. Oh, that was a 4-hitter. Okay, you see I kept them stun locked because I'm just dealing so much damage now. They're just taken aback by it. Okay, he's hanging out with the bad kids now instead of the upbeat beta dude, so that's why Capella's so excited. Or Diddle, actually. Yeah, I guess Diddle feels empty inside because he's just playing, you know, playing in the park with his little buddy all day. He wants to be around some Goonie Goons. His balls is dropping and shit like that. He wants the fulfillment of being in some gang shit. So, you know, I'm talking all this stuff about people wanting, like, inciting incidents to occur to them in life. This is a dude who, you know, Diddle just had an inciting incident. He got kidnapped by a bunch of Goonie Goons and started doing their digging work for him. But of course I had to pick up the slack and fight the boss for them because those are non-combatants. See, even Lil Cactus over here is hearing my exploits and thinking, yo, I want to be on some gang shit myself too. Okay. So, next quest is a timed quest, so let me actually save. Upper right, right, upper right, right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did this quest before. I didn't know it was like timed. So this is the one where that Russian kid said, you know, what's up to me. So this is one of the last things I did in my previous run before I had to do the retry. I didn't know it was timed, man. So if I was able to do it then, I should be able to do it now. Although in the case of this dude, because Legend of Mana focuses so much on freedom and selfishness, kind of, it makes sense that my son Diddle would want the freedom of being around a bunch of Goonie Goons and having freedom sort of happen to him. North. Lizard Schmeat, okay, let's see. I like knocking these guys out though. This run I never checked his diary, so Okay, got his ass. Okay, I'm focusing too much on getting the EXP crystals. Get your ass knocked the fuck out. This is so like janky. Like I'll go upstairs, I'm gonna hit X and then they'll like... Okay, that one reacted immediately. puts like a big emphasis on the time pressure, but you know, I didn't realize I was being timed the first time I did this, and I was taking a long time, and I still managed to pull it off. At least I recall as much. So it just doesn't seem like that big of a deal to me because of that. You know, if my slow ass can do it, then someone who's a lot more prepared, and they can pull it off as well, man. Or even if you're not that prepared, just based on how fastidious and clumsy I am at the same time. Like, I'm a combination of these two forces that don't go well together. I take my time and I still like fuck it up. You could probably do it, you know, more quickly than me, not knowing what the hell you're doing. So there's no need to like worry about stuff like that. You got nothing but apricots. Why is that? Okay. Never got a round seed before, so I'm actually kind of curious. I like this dude, he's kind of wholesome. They just don't want to eat the food, or rather they're eating it slowly, so it must be stuff that they don't really like. Which is okay, I guess. Let me turn this quest in, and I guess I'll do like a final like count. Why do you say it like that? It's kind of weird. So 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. Okay, so yeah. I'll save it one more time. I do like the theme of this story. Like, this story has a very strong and complex theme that it's going for, even more so than fucking Trials of Mana and Secret of Mana and Legend. Like, it's going beyond, okay, this is a high fantasy story about how the world is slowly becoming disconnected from, you know, nature, divinity, kami, basically. And it's kind of up to us to like maintain the fire, maintain the tree of life, the spark of life that the tree created. That type of positivity you gotta uphold it. It's a very moving message. And I think the first 3 entries kind of ran with that theme really hard because they really cycled ideas together. Whereas this one, it was a lot more of an original Gaiden type project. So it's not so much recycled ideas as it was, with Secret of Mana and Trials of Mana, Adventures of Mana. instead of it being a bunch of repurposed ideas, it's very much its own type of thing. Which I guess the first one, Adventures of Mana, the first Seiken Densetsu game, that one was also kind of strange because it was more so of a Final Fantasy Gaiden type project, and it was meant to, it carries the same name as a rejected NES like disc based game, like a floppy disk kind of NES game that was supposed to come out. Famicom Disk System. There was another RPG that was being made around the time that was going to have the Seiken Densetsu name, but they kind of carried it over to the Game Boy Advance game. Which, of course, for us is the Mana series. But, you know, they had the same theme. Secret of Mana was meant to be kind of what Final Fantasy would be if it took the formula of the first 3 games and went with action-based combat. Double, triple down on the high fantasy elements. You know, a lot of ideas ended up playing off in like Chrono Trigger. Originally it was meant to be disc game based, so roughly like I think it was either 30 or 70% of the game was cut off. So Secret of Mana was kind of weird like that, and a lot of those unused ideas came into like Trials of Mana. So yeah, this is basically the first time making something that was like truly its own beast, truly its own unique thing, and that's why on a thematic level we have all this stuff with like freedom and selfishness and doing what it takes to make you happy and figuring out what that means and understanding other people should pursue that one as well. If everyone's just self-sacrificing, then nobody's really happy, because they're kind of pushing happiness into someone else who is even going to accept it for themselves because they have the same mindset. If everybody has the same mindset, no one really benefits, as Matilda kind of explains. So yeah, I kind of like that about this story. I think it's very interesting. And more importantly, I like the fact that when I stream again Thursday, I'll be streaming again, not in Christmas Eve, not in Christmas, but in the eve of Christmas. The over eve. So I was worried that I was gonna have to like crunch up my schedule to account for that, just the way I did it with Thanksgiving. As it turns out, that's not the case, and I'm very appreciative of that, because I wouldn't want to put you guys through, me messing with my own schedule consecutively for Christmas Eve, Christmas, New Year's Eve, and New Year's. Not worth it, man. Shueisha's already giving you guys enough problems, it's giving me enough problems. Let's not continue on with that bullshit. This has been your boy, Mr. Wonka7. Thank you guys for watching, and suck my dick.